The Bernina Creative Consultant has been found on Bernina machines for years. You'll access it by touching the home button and find the little picture of the dress form. So what can you do in here? You can start by telling the machine which fabric you're going to be working on, which technique that you're doing, and then it will pick the right stitch and often set up stitch width, length, pressure, and tension all for you. So the first page is which fabrics you are looking at. So some of these, I will tell you, I don't always have them memorized. A quick touch of the question mark and a touch of the picture will remind you what that image is referring to. This one is pile fabrics, fur, velvet, things that are with some nap. And let's even see what this little part here, fake fur or imitation or fur, that's a good one to have. These first three are the woven fabrics, so something very lightweight woven, medium, and heavy woven. That could even be like a nice denim or canvas. This row starts with a light knit, medium knit, and heavy knit, so stretchy fabrics. So let's just start. If we were picking something like a denim, you then get to the next screen. On the next screen, you'll find different techniques. A seam, an overcast, blind hem. Which buttonhole would be best for a denim fabric? What settings would be best for putting a zipper in? Decorative stitches, quilting, stippling, and that one is applique. Okay, good. I thought I had it, but I didn't want to say it wrong. So for example, if we were going to pick a seam, something very simple, it's going to recommend a bigger needle, which stitch it's going to take me to, a thread suggestion, and a foot suggestion. When you touch the check mark, it will take you to this stitch, and look what turns yellow. The yellow indicates a change of settings, and I see a longer stitch length, which would be correct. I usually like to lengthen my stitch length when I'm working on a thicker fabric. So let's do that again. Let's come back, go to the dress form, which is the Creative Consultant, and it brings us back to where we were. We could pick a different technique, such as a buttonhole, and then confirm it. It will take us to one of the mini buttonholes and give me a suggestion for width and length and possibly even, nope, it didn't say to open it up any further for width, but it did pick a different buttonhole. This is the rounded buttonhole with a normal bar tack. So depending if my fabric was lightweight, it'll pick a different setting and a different buttonhole altogether. This is fabulous. If you remember to use it, you can really go in and get some, it's like having your own little sewing teacher here. Now let's say we want to go back and change the fabric. So instead of, the easiest way to do it is just to go back one level here to the dress form and then pick a different fabric. So if we would pick something with a knit and we were going to do a seam, it's going to take us to stitch number 19, recommending a different foot altogether and straight lengthening out the stitch length, adjusting the tension a little bit there. I can see what has been changed on the screen. So let's do one more because this is how ingenious this is. Let's just pick a normal piece of fabric. Cotton fabric, this is going to be a medium weight, and let's pick a zipper. When you pick a zipper, you're going to be guided to use a zipper foot. That would make sense. Foot number 4 that comes with this machine. But look what it does is it automatically moves your needle position over to the far right. And that is because if it was left in the center, it would hit the foot. So it already knows that this combination of foot needs to have the needle position moved to the side. You could move it to the other side. You could also just mirror image this function, and that would put it to the far left instead of the first far right option. We can push clear and it would go all the way back. So depending on which fabric you select in the Creative Consultant will easily guide you to the right setting. Keeping in mind that some of these fabrics, let's say the leather category, do you notice there's less techniques given here? It took away our stippling option, not recommended for leathering. I could see why. So it does keep that in mind that not all techniques are ideal for all fabrics.